Welcome to How to Cook That. I'm Reardon, and today we're going to make some creative homemade Easter eggs. I've got lots of ideas for you, and I've even got some easy options for those of you who don't have an Easter egg mold at home. The first thing you need to do, of course, is choose your chocolate, and good quality chocolate containing cocoa butter tastes the best, but you will need to temper it so that it stays crisp at room temperature. Watch my tempering video at the end of this one if you're not sure what that means. Let's start with an easy one, solid mini eggs. Fill the mold, scrape the excess chocolate off the top, let them set, and then tip them out. Warm a plate in the oven and use it to melt the middle, and then join the two halves together. Easy. Now one for people who don't like plain chocolate. Choose an egg mold, fill it up with chocolate, then tip out the excess, and then you'll be left with a nice smooth layer of chocolate over the inside of the egg. Scrape off the messy bits around the edges, and then this one I'm going to give to my husband, and he loves fruit and nut and ginger and all of that, so I'm adding that to the inside of the egg before the chocolate sets. Get creative here and add whatever you think the person you're giving it to will like. So that the top edges are not too thin, turn it upside down while it sets so that that chocolate drains down rather than away from the edge. Once it's set, pull the mold away from the egg and then tip it out. Place a plate in the oven until it's warm like we did before, and use it to join the two halves together. One advantage of making your own eggs is that you can hide gifts inside them. And if it's a non-food gift, then wrap it in a protective bag first and then add it into the egg, add your lollies and seal it with the other half. If you're making this for a younger child, then put the non-edible things inside a plastic egg that's too big for them to swallow and put that inside the egg. Wrap the whole thing in cellophane and tie it with a ribbon around the top. I thought it was weird when I found out that Kinder Surprise eggs were illegal in the USA. My kids love them, and you can see them unpackage some on their cute channel. I'll link you to that one as well. You can make lacy eggs so you can see what's inside them. To do that, put your chocolate into a Ziploc bag and cut off the corner. Zigzag across the mold, then turn the egg and zigzag across the other way, and then turn it again and zigzag across the middle, making lots of tiny triangles. And by going in 3 directions like this, it gives a good amount of strength to your egg so it'll stay together when you tip it out. Once it's set, pull on the edges of the mold and release the egg. Place whatever you like inside, and then join the two halves together just like we did before. Now let's have some fun and make an egg inside an egg inside an egg. Make 3 basic eggs, but don't join them together yet. I'm making 2 dark and 1 white chocolate one. White chocolate is the hardest to temper, so make sure the chocolate that you buy has a good amount of cocoa butter in it and it's crisp and has a good shine to it. If you don't have enough to fill the mold, you can spread it thickly and then tip out the excess to make it smooth. Once it's set, pull the edges of the mold away to release the egg. So that we can see the eggs nesting inside each other, use a hot piping tip to cut holes in each egg. And I'm using a couple of different size tips to give different sized holes. Write a note to go inside the middle egg, roll it up and tie it up with a ribbon. Place that in the tiny egg, seal it up using either a hot plate or the back of a hot saucepan, and put that egg inside the white one, and then seal that one up, and then place the middle egg inside the big one and close that one too. Then wrap the whole thing up in cellophane. Now you want to be sure the person you give this to doesn't re-gift the egg, particularly if it has an engagement ring and a will you marry me note or something personal inside. Your super easy option if you don't have an egg mold is to buy an egg from the shop, heat a metal piping tip and use that to cut a hole in the top of your egg, then shake the circle out of the egg so that you've got that. Fill it up with lollies of your choice. Then to seal up the hole, place some melted chocolate on one side and let that stick firm. I've just placed some of the foil from the egg under the other side to hold it in place while it sets. And then once that's firm, fill the gap on the other side and wrap your egg up again. Think about who you're giving the egg to and put their favourite lollies inside. If you want to put something larger inside the egg, you will of course need a bigger egg from the shop. And in this one I'm going to put the Message Bible because it's Easter time, and you can read about the Easter story in Matthew 27, or go to bible.com/app to download a great free Bible app from there. I'm also adding a movie ticket, an iTunes voucher, and a mascara. What would you like to find inside an Easter egg? What would be the best thing you could find inside it? Wrap it all up with a bow. Now obviously it's not going to fit into a small hole on the top, so we're going to put some foil under the egg to stop it rolling around. Then heat up a knife using either a brûlée torch or hot water and melt out a section of the egg. Then carefully post the gift inside, and now the hole is going to be bigger than the piece because we melted some. So you need to pipe melted chocolate around the edge on the egg and around the edge of the slice of chocolate, and then carefully put that into place and use your knife to neaten it up. Now re-wrap it in foil and use the smooth part of your fingernail to flatten that foil back into place. To make filled eggs, make the shell just like we did before, and then once it's set, fill it up. I'm using dulce de leche. You could use any of the fillings I showed you how to make in the 10 best chocolate truffles video. Then top each half up with chocolate, and once they're set, join them together just like we did with the solid eggs. You can of course decorate the outside of your egg by piping patterns or words onto it in the same or a contrasting colour, or you could use the surprise cakes up and put a dragon inside your egg. Take a photo of the eggs that you make and share it in the comments section on the How to Cook That website. And if you liked this video, don't forget to click on the links below to share it and write a comment and click on that subscribe button, because I make a new video for you every Friday with lots of cakes, chocolate and desserts. And as per usual, you can click here for my other videos on YouTube, like the tempering one. Click here to see my last week's video, and there to go to the How to Cook That website. Have a great week, and I'll see you on Friday.